You're not lost. You're just in an uncomfortable stage of life where your old self is gone, but your new self isn't fully born yet. You're experiencing transformation. And I know a lot of people are going through this because I'm currently going through this. And it makes you feel lost. It makes you feel confused because you're like, what's going on? Why do I feel this way? Or why am I crying? Or why am I emotional? Or why do I not want to go out with my friends, but I always usually do? Why? And I think one of the biggest things is you have to let go to grow. And a great representation of this is a little while back, I had watched the Kanye West documentary, right? Definitely recommend to go watch it. Great documentary. And obviously I already knew that his mom passed, but when I watched the documentary, the scene where his mom passed, I cried. And it just so happened that my mom called me shortly after. And I kind of was still just a little bit emotional, like the scene just happened. And she was like, why are you crying? And I was like, because Kanye West's mom died, da, da, da. And I think what got me so emotional was seeing like the relationship he had with his mom. I already knew his mom passed, but seeing the amount of love that she had for him and the amount of love that he had for her, actually seeing it instead of just hearing about it, it made me emotional. And so my mom kind of just like, but why are you crying? Like, kind of like you already knew the mom died, like, why are you crying? And at the time, I wasn't able to articulate myself. And so now that I'm out of the situation, I can break it down to people and explain to people. Like when he was, a little boy, she always gave him confidence and he was the only child. And I know what I was going through now that I've gotten out of it. And I've realized I need to give myself the same grace when I'm going through things during my transformation journey, because I feel lost and I feel confused and all I'm trying to do is cling to something. It doesn't matter what it is. I want to cling to a sense of identity. I want to cling to a sense of purpose. And it's just like I feel lost. But I have to understand, similar to you, you're feeling the same way I was feeling when my mom asked me why was I crying, because I was in the midst of it. And a lot of us are mad at ourselves because we're not able to articulate ourselves. We're mad at ourselves because we're not able to understand ourselves. 2 nights ago, y'all, I was boo-hoo crying, all the waterworks. And I can't specifically articulate why. It's just a mixture of things going on, but I allowed myself to feel. I allowed myself to relinquish the idea that I have to know why I'm crying. If I'm emotional, I probably just need to let it out. And then I'll talk to myself about it, and then I'll figure it out. And a girl recently commented on my video and she asked, how do you know if your life is going in the right direction? Like, I don't know, what my life is essentially becoming. I want you to look at your daily habits. Like, look at the things that you do on a consistent basis. And that's why I was able to cry that night, all night, but then wake up the next morning and go to the gym. Wake up early the next morning and cook breakfast. Like, it's okay during the time period to be confused, but it's not okay for you not to do nothing. It's not okay for you just to sit on your hands like, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. Yes, there's some confusion, but how do you want it? Who do you want to be? Forget how. Who do you want to be when you come out of this? I'm going through, let me tell y'all, I can't wait till I come out because I better be the biggest, brightest butterfly after I've been feeling lately. All the stuff I've been going through. And I can say it with a smile on my face, and I can say it happy, not because when I go through it, I'm happy. I told y'all I be crying and stuff at night, but it's because on a consistent basis, I know I'm doing things to put me in the right direction. Do I know exactly how much money I'm going to end up making? No. Do I know exactly where I don't even know where I'm going to live next year when my lease ends. Okay, I don't know the exacts of everything, and that is okay because I know at least the direction I'm going in, and I can know that by the habits I'm doing. And so in this moment of feeling lost, in this moment of feeling like I don't know what's going on, at least I know in the end who I'm going to be. And I think that's the biggest thing, and that's the most important thing to cling to. Like, don't cling to this idea of who you were. Don't cling to this idea of why am I like this? Because you're transforming. Accept that. Stop fighting against that. I fought against it for so long. Like, I wanted to change things about myself and I didn't have a reason why. So I couldn't explain to people why I don't want to listen to this music. I couldn't explain to people why I didn't want to go out. I couldn't explain to people certain things. And it made me feel less of myself because it's like, why? Like, I literally don't know. But everybody wants to answer. Similar to my mom said, why are you crying? Everybody wants an answer from us. And so when we don't even know ourselves, it causes like a conundrum and just this kind of, disconnection from ourselves. And I want you to know the disconnect is from your old self. And it's going to happen. And it's okay to cry. And it's okay to feel. But what is not okay to do is cling on to the idea of control. What is not okay to do is cling on to this mindset of, oh, I have to control everything, and if I don't know what's going on, it's not right. Maybe that's what you need. Because look at the life that you were controlling. Are you proud of that life? Do you want to stay in that life? And that's what I realized for myself. Like, that's a serious question. I realized the life that I had so much control over, the life that I had so much ownership over, and I made that, whatever. I didn't like that life. I actually was sad. It didn't matter how much money I was making. It didn't matter how many followers I had. I was sad. I was hurt. I was crying. But what I had control, wow, control. And what did that get me? So I realized, let's try letting go of control. Let's try not knowing what I'm feeling, but at least doing things to put me in the right direction. That's what you need to be worried about. What is your direction? Not what you're going through, not what you've been through, but what direction is your life going in? And you can figure that out by make a list of the things you do on a day-to-day basis. Are you proud of these things? What are some of the things that you can improve on? And go for the small things. So many times we wait for the big things to show us direction. No, the big things are accumulation of direction. Understand that. Like the big achievements or the big losses or the big whatever is accumulation of the direction your life was already going in. It's the small things that actually pivot your life. It's you waking up early. It's you cooking at home instead of going out. It's you eating healthy. It's you reading those books that puts you in the right direction. So when that opportunity does come, you can jump on it. But you wait until something big happens and then you use that to explain your life. No, the explanation of your life is seen on a day-to-day basis. So instead of feeling like you're lost, just feel like you're transforming, because you are. You're always transforming. You're always, and you see what was going into that process when the big things come. And for some people, the big things is graduating. Some people, the big things is debt. Some people, the big things is bills. Like, it goes on and on and on. In life, it's always going to happen. But I think the more you start to embrace your transformation journey, the more you start to walk into it and understand that you can't control everything, I personally just feel like the better it feels. And I don't know, that's just something that I've been going through. That's been something that I've been experiencing. And I just had to let myself know, like, Shamaya, you can't control everything, Shamaya. You don't even know what you're feeling right now. But in a year, hopefully you will. In 2 years, hopefully you will. And you can explain it. But don't keep searching for an explanation of everything, because you're just wasting energy that you could be using doing something else. You're not going to know. It's okay. So again, I don't want you to feel like you're lost. I just want you to know that your old self is gone and your new self is not fully born yet. You are currently experiencing transformation. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out my newest playlist that I added. So if you guys like sit down content like this, or you guys like my whiteboard content, or if you guys want to see more of my personal life and watch my vlogs, y'all can see my playlist, which has all those videos separated. And then of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Anything that you guys do supports my content. So if you like my content, you enjoy it, please don't forget to do all those things. You can literally comment a heart, you can comment a fire emoji, you comment a unicorn, anything you want to. So thank y'all so much and have a great one.